Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chump Change. So, we're not going to beat a dead horse like we did in the last episode. I really just want to jump right into it. First things first, I want to talk about Harry Styles, okay? Now, I for a split second, thought that Harry Styles was just a chump, you know? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing at the height of his career? You know, fucking with Olivia Wilde. She's beautiful, by the way. I know she's beautiful, you know what I mean? She's a married woman. She's got kids. I bet she has things to do. He wants to party, have a good time. I didn't understand it. So a little bit of research on our good friend here, Harry the Styles. This guy's been swinging dick for a while now. I gotta give him the Iron Dick of the Week. Harry Styles gets the Iron Dick of the Week. This guy has been trailblazing pussy all over through Hollywood. And let me tell you, his resume speaks for itself. It's not as impressive as Leo's, but it's still high profile. I am thoroughly impressed. Not only that, I think he was fucking Adele too. He doesn't give... You know what I love? I absolutely love about Harry Styles. See, now Leo DiCaprio only fucks with models, you know? And, you know, I'm not, no hate on his game. If you do it, that's what you do. That's your preference. Whatever. More power to you. But what I really like about Harry the Styles is that this guy doesn't care. Adele, you know, she's a little bit on the bigger side. You'll hit that. Olivia Wilde, you know, divorcee, he hits that shit too. Does not discriminate. And you know what? I applaud that. We all should give this man a fucking hand. This guy, I underestimated him. This guy must have some serious game. That's all I can say. The guy has game. All right. And I really doubted him, you know. But as when I did the research, and the research really only consisted about doing a couple of Google searches. But anyway, the list speaks for itself. It kind of reminds me. I think he has the new stick man of the entertainment business. I mean, before John Mayer did a pretty good job of that, you know, but he was kind of leaning into it, you know what I mean? And, you know, he was fucking around with, what's this Dukes of Hazzard girl? I forgot her fucking name. Who the fuck cares? Whatever. He's a singer. I don't know. Who cares? And it's Renee Zellweger. He's been around, you know what I mean? So I applaud him too, you know? It's another talented individual, but not like this. I think Harry the Styles is taking it to a completely different level, and I'm impressed. Iron Dick of the Week. Applause for the Iron Dick of the Week. It's pretty amazing. I was taken aback. I had to mention it. I figured I'd start the podcast off talking about that. Maybe we could talk about that subject too. For the most part, I thought that he would be a big chump. You know, he's here taking this woman on. You know, I don't know what happened with this Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. They had such a cute little story when they met. I bet you she got bored of his ass. She was like, man, fuck you, Jason, with your bullshit, you know, with your little jokes and shit. You know what I mean? So she's like helping him out, but he's just not on her level. You know, she probably like really dated down for him. I'm surprised he has a couple of kids with her, but let me tell you, she probably was like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm Olivia Wilde, motherfucker. You just Jason Sudeikis. So she was like, I'm out. Fuck this shit. Either that, or my other hypothesis is that she really, really loved him. I think maybe, who knows? And this is just me talking, okay? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is just me talking. I think that Jason may have even cheated on her, right? He cheated on her, maybe had a little slip up here or there, you know what I mean? Because maybe he was dating up with Olivia Wilde, and, you know, it boosted up his confidence. He thought he was real, you know, he was real big shit, you know? And then he, you know, he fucked around with some little hoe. But then Olivia was like, yo, for real? Like, I dated down for your stupid ass. You're lucky you even got something like me, you know, career, or like she was the whole shebang, and he probably fucked it up. But Olivia Wilde probably said some shit like, oh, you know, but I'm not gonna. She didn't want to make it public, you know, because she didn't want to tarnish his image, because she really loves him at the end of the day and didn't want to do that to him. But then she was like, look, this has got to be over. So, in amicable differences or whatever it could be. And then she goes off and she's like, you know what? But I'm going to go fuck Harry Styles now, I'm going to do me. Olivia's going to get her groove back. And that's exactly what Harry is. Because Harry ain't going to settle down with Olivia. Come on, let's be fucking honest. If he does chump status, gold elite membership. No. If he does, it's... I can't give him chump status platinum. We can't do the platinum, but gold elite status. He definitely has gold elite status if he settles down with that after the string of victories he's had till now. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think Jason did a big fuck up, and now he has to take it up the butt. The fact that she's all over the news because fucking Harry is. He's gotta be fucking dicking that woman up and down, making her feel young again, making sure he pumps those loads in her mouth so that she feels youthful again. And he has to deal with that. Jason has to deal with the fact that, that guy is hanging out with his kids, singing lullabies to them at night, playing piano, and he has to just deal with it, And he's like, yeah, I'm going to just shut the fuck up because, I probably did something really bad and Olivia was nice enough not to bring it up to the press. That's just me talking. I don't know. To me, 2 + 2 = 4. That's what I say. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. You know what I mean? But that's just what makes sense to me. But Olivia's coming up, and Jason, I don't know. He definitely should stay single for the meantime. I think the reason he hasn't bounced back and is not seeing anybody right now is, of course, he's madly in love with Olivia, and he knows he fucked up, and he's thinking that after she goes and gets dick up and down, like 2, 3, 4 times, she may come back. I think that's what he's holding on to. He may really, really hold on to that. And he's going to have to do it if he wants to get her back and, if he wants to live that miserable life. But that's on him. He's a grown-ass man. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. But he's definitely not winning that exchange, okay? Some people, they do this and they should not be doing it. I'll give you a perfect example would be our good old friend Ben Affleck, the right Batman incarnate. Batman fucked around with his au pair, I think, with... she's like a nanny or something. I don't know. Fucked around on Jennifer Garner. And he fucked up big time because Ben is not that kind of guy. He's not a real true stick man, okay? Ben is, he's famous. Kevin Smith put him in some movies and then he got popular. Now he's Batman. He's doing good. He directs. But he doesn't have that gift of the gab with the ladies, He's just Ben, He's just Ben. He's some guy Ben, He doesn't have that swinging dick persona or aura, I should say. Not even persona, it's an aura about you, like Harry Styles got, or even like John Mayer. These guys are killers, They're like the Kobe of the pussy world, Fucking fadeaway shot, they got it, or Mike MJ, boom. But that's besides the point. Ben doesn't have it. Ben is just he looks like this defeated man, and I don't blame him, Probably went through a real bad divorce with Jennifer, and now how is he going to pick up those pieces? And you got kids. Man, once you got kids, you can't really play that game. That's why these other guys are smart. Leo doesn't have any kids. David Spade, one of the unsung heroes of the dick community. He has no kids. He's smart. If you're going to play that long game, you can't have kids involved because those are going to become a priority and then you don't have time. Man, let me tell you, when you have kids, you don't have time to be fucking around with a bunch of fucking chicken head girls or even not chicken head. Let's say they're nice women. It doesn't matter. But you don't have that kind of time, all right? I can't dedicate a bunch of time to you. I got a kid. I got things to do. I got to read to this kid. I got to spend time with him. I got to show him that attention. Unless then you're going to jump into that mix and they're not going to want to be the moms of your kids. It's just not going to work. Just dedicate the time to your kids. You can't take away time from your kids that and then dedicate that to another woman. That's just weird, unless the kids are grown already. That's besides the point. Anyway, but Ben messed up big time. He doesn't have that. He can't get back into that game. He was just going on with that D Armas girl. Which is beautiful, by the way. Beautiful girl. But that chick will run circles around you, man. Even in a selfie, she looks amazing. He looks like this old guy just trying to keep up. Ben, it's fucking over, all right? And you know what's cool? Well, Jennifer didn't go off and start sucking dick right away either. I don't know who she's going out with, but she keeps it cool. She has like this Midwest kind of thing going on. And she could, because she's still hot. She definitely can. But she's not going to do that. She's a mom. She's got shit to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's definitely not bouncing back from that one. You know who did bounce back though? I mean, we can't really compare because it's a little bit different. Man, we got to give it up to my man, Robert Pattinson. Yo, Robert Pattinson was doing this pussy ass Twilight movie. You know, he gets with this girl on the set. I even forgot her name. Whatever, his co-star, the chick. They were going out. And then she gets caught fucking the director or something. Holy shit balls. Makes him look like a fucking asshole. He just takes the licks. He's like, you know what? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm moving on, whatever. But guess what? That motherfucker rose up from the ashes like a fucking phoenix. Like a motherfucking phoenix, he came up off the ashes. And guess what? Motherfucker's in Tenet. I saw a movie with him with Lighthouse, with Willem Dafoe. Great. He's making good choices. He's establishing himself as a real motherfucking A-list actor in Hollywood. Meanwhile, what's this other chick doing? Nothing. That's what you get. Boom, in your face. That's how you rise from the motherfucking ashes and you come up. Now, you don't have to really come up with a bunch of chicks, this and that. That's besides the motherfucking point. I mean, you rise up from the ashes and you become better. And you're like, yo, check it out. Like, you know, you shouldn't have fucked up. But anyway, I digress, okay? Robert Pattinson's the shit, though. Let's go back. Harry Styles, ladies and gentlemen, if you're anywhere where you're at right now, give him a round of applause. Harry Styles, Iron Dick of the month. So I wanted to start today's podcast off with at least talking about that, because if you're gonna be a stick man, if you're gonna go out there, if you're gonna be putting it out there like that, come on, man, you have to go after not really the numbers. It's really quality over quantity, but whatever tickles your pickle. But still, you got to give credit where credit is due. I'm a big fan of that. Give credit where credit is due. Anyway, today we're going to move on, and I wanted to talk about something, because the way these conversations are going, we end up going back to this and then stickman, you know, oh, you can't trust these hoes and this and that. I don't want to give you that impression. So today I'm actually going to share with you a little bit of nice knowledge. All right. So I like to call this the art of gift giving. I'm going to toss a little bit of advice for you. Take it with a grain of, just you take this information and put it in your mind, okay? And I feel like it'll help, okay? If you have a girlfriend, have a wife, okay? Or, you know, you have a boyfriend. I don't care if you're a boy, but I don't give a shit if you're gay or straight. Doesn't matter. But pay attention to this, okay? So when it comes to giving gifts, I have a formula that'll help you succeed, okay? Every single time. All right, here we go. I say gifts come in threes, okay? Threes. You have to always give about 3 gifts. If you do it in 3, you're going to cover all your bases and you won't have any problems, okay? Gift number 1, okay? Gift number 1 is the money gift. Really simple. This is the one that you spend money on. If she likes that purse, you know, buy her the fucking purse, okay? It's super. People think that this is difficult. It's not. This is the easiest fucking gift to get. She's been saying that she wanted something that's a little expensive. Get her this gift. It can't be too expensive though, okay? Too expensive is not good. But you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. If you are dating a girl, do not do the money gift, okay? If you just met a girl, don't buy her a brand new fucking iPhone or a brand new MacBook Pro. Like, relax. Do not do that, okay? That's some chump ass shit. You are a fucking tool, and she's just gonna get it, right? And she's gonna use it to send the other guy that's fucking her nude pictures and edit videos of her shaking her ass. Please, for God's sakes, do not do this. Anyway, I digress. Let's go back. So once you've established a relationship with someone, okay, or, you know, you've been with them for a while, use these tactics. It'll definitely work. Not really a tactic. It's a method, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, number 1, the money gift. Really straightforward. Find a gift that's relatively expensive and nice, you know, like a Coach, but I don't know, whatever floats her boat. You know what I mean? This is the easiest fucking part of the gift. But anyway, you spend not a substantial, but you spend a little bit of money on it. Not too crazy, but just to let her know that you care, okay? That's number one. You covered that base. Boom. Number two, okay? This one requires constant preparation, but I guarantee you, if you constantly write notes, this gift is super, super simple. So the second one would be the thoughtful gift. The thoughtful gift, ladies and gentlemen. So what does that mean? Okay, so I'll give you an example. So you're walking through the mall, okay? You're walking by a store, okay? And let me start again. Let's say her birthday's in November, okay? We're in January, all right? Her birthday just recently passed 2 months ago. It's a perfect time to still put notes on your device. You pass by a store and she sees a little trinket in the window. And she says, "Oh my God, look at that little stupid trinket with the little ballerina. That reminds me of when I was a little girl that I used to like blah, 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 blah." She liked the little statues of precious dreams. I don't know, whatever it may be. This is the perfect opportunity for you to make a mental note and then write it down. Put it as a memo on your phone. Put window at the mall, precious dreams. All right, you got one. If you do this 4 or 5 times throughout the year, okay, by the time that the birthday or the Christmas come through, you already have the ammunition. Now you have the precious dreams gift, okay? All right, we're going to tie it all together later on, all right? But wait with me. Number 3, okay? Number 3 is something that you have to make by hand, okay? Now, the reason for this is simple. In this day and age where you can just purchase anything, you can just go and buy a gift and just give it. And you can even buy a card, which is retarded. You just buy a card and it says something thoughtful inside. You just write something stupid and you give it to them. That's not what I mean, okay? Make something, okay? And I guarantee you, no matter what you make, she will be happy because you made it and you already covered the other 2 gifts, okay? Like, I don't care if you make her a spice rack and she doesn't even cook. It doesn't matter, okay? It just doesn't matter. Make her a painting. I don't know. Make flowers out of origami. Be creative when it comes. Just make something. Make something, okay? And she will love it. Now, here is the fucking cherry on the top. If you can find a way to link all these things together, my friend, it will be blast off, okay? Now, how you tie that together, that's entirely up to you. But if you can tie all 3 of these gifts together, you will be the motherfucking hero of the century. Do not disclose this information to other people. Keep it to yourself, okay? I share it with you because, I don't think that many people are watching anyway or listening. So, hey, why not? So remember, money gift, thoughtful gift, handmade gift. Now, the handmade gift, if I want to give you a little bit of advice on this takes time, by the way, okay? And if you have decent handwriting, you can do it. Please, instead of giving somebody a Hallmark card that says happy birthday or Merry Christmas, take an afternoon of your life off and give a handwritten letter, okay? Close it in an envelope that's fancy and seal it with one of those candle wax things. I know what you're saying. That's a lot of work. But I'm telling you, if you do these small things, they go a really, really long way. If you do this, you can fuck up for more than half the year doing stupid shit and she will forgive you because you're so thoughtful and so nice, okay? So those are little gifts that I want to give to you. Oh, by the way, extra gift, PS, okay? So let's say you buy 2 Hallmark cards. Now, this is not for your significant other, but it could be for somebody else, whoever that may be. Let's say you do that. You get the 2 Hallmark cards, and you know how inside each Hallmark card it says something cute, like, to somebody, blah, 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 blah. I'm always thinking of you, blah, blah, blah. And the other one says something else, right? So, you always write something on the card, switch them. What it says on card B, write it by hand on card A, and what it says on card A, write it by hand on card B, and you look like a fucking Hallmark poet yourself, okay? So that's a cool trick to do. You could give that to friends and family. Take that what you will. Somebody gave me that information. Who was it? A buddy of mine. Bubba gave me that tip, and it's a phenomenal tip, by the way. Definitely give it a freaking try. So yeah. So with that covered, today, talk about Harry Styles, Stickman, and I give you a little tip. There's the layup, all right? If you ever need to give a gift to someone, okay? These things work, ladies and gentlemen. Once you give those 3 gifts, and I recommend you give them in that order, okay? So you first go check it out, and you give them 1 gift, okay? They open it up, and they're like, oh shit, that's a Coach bag I always wanted. And then, by the way, before you give these gifts, take a bubble bath and stuff like that, relax. And I'll tell you why in a second. So you first give them the first gift, and they're like, oh my God, that's the purse that I wanted. Holy shit, that's crazy. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm thoughtful and shit. And then all of a sudden you give them the other gift, and it's a thoughtful gift. And then you hit them with, Remember in January 18th when we're in the mall, we were walking by the window and you told me you like that Precious Moments little statue? I thought about that. So I bought you the collection because I listen to you, I'm a thoughtful guy and I listen, and that's how I roll. And she'll be like, oh, that's incredible. No one's ever done that. And you're like, yeah. And by the way, I also gave you this letter, I sat down the whole afternoon and I wrote it by hand. I'm sorry my penmanship is not really, up to par, but I wanted to do something special. I'm telling you, you could write that shit in chicken scratch and she'll be so blown away that you took the time to sit down and write that fucking letter that you will get the best blowjob of your life afterwards, okay? This depends on her gift, but whatever. Oh, by the way, let's tackle this for a second, okay? So I'm raising the bar for you, right, when it comes to gift giving, and I want you to observe something, okay? And I didn't really want the podcast to go this way, not today, but so now I'm fired up. So I've done this, right, where I've given these types of gifts, okay? You know what I always get as a gift? As a man, what you always get? Don't get me wrong, you always get the blowjob every once in a while, especially on Valentine's. We don't get chocolates. We don't get roses. We don't get shit. All we do is they give us like a PlayStation or they give us a gaming console. They give us a toy, right? A woman will give you a toy, break you off a piece of pussy, and that's it. Valentine's is over. Whatever it is. You know what? Fuck that. I think I've only gone out with one woman that was romantic. She actually did romantic things. I'll tell you right now, if you have a woman that's a little bit romantic, congratulations. Hold on to that because it's so extremely rare that it's like a unicorn, so keep it, study it, write an article about it, and hopefully we can duplicate that. But I don't think it's going to happen. But whatever. I would like to see that, right? Come on. I hope any other men can jump on board with me. A lot of guys would say, nah, I don't give a shit about that. Just fix me a sandwich. Shut the fuck up. Suck my dick. And this and that. Now, you know what? No. That's not enough. I want those things too, by the way. But I want you to be romantic. Show me some love, Buy me something. Like, don't just buy me something. Show me. Like, be romantic, Like, be fucking romantic here. I feel like we're getting the short end of the stick with something like that. I want to be romance too, light some fucking candles up for me. Shit, I want to come home with some rose petals. I want to smell like potpourri. But whatever. Maybe that's just me. And the romantic inside me, But whatever. What can I say about that? With that said, I think that for today's podcast, I think I'm going to leave it at that because what I want you to do is when you get the opportunity, I want you to try this method, okay? I want you to try the gift giving method, all right? It's a 3-step process. You can do it. You're the man. Or the woman, whatever. You're the woman. It is what it is. Oh, by the way, can I mention something else? We have this whole Me Too movement, guys and women, men, I think we need to recruit like butch lesbians, let's bring them into our posse because at the end of the day, they are the guy in the relationship and they definitely can relate to us. You know what I mean? They'll probably get home and they're like, man, this bitch is fucking up my resources, taking up too much money. Why are you so expensive, bro? Fuck. Hey, let's bring them on over. They're part of our team, not a lipstick lesbian. No. You can't join the crew. You got to be a butch, You gotta be like a Butch Dyke, and I mean that in the most nicest way. I love them to pieces, you know. But they're part of our crew, and we need to bring them in. Okay, they need to become our friends. We need to accept them, because chances are I've seen a lot of them that are more guys than other guys that I know. We need to bring them into the group. We need to just bring them in, so we go have a beer, and then and then deal with our shit. But with that said, please, if you have testimonials, if you try this method and it worked for you, let me know down in the comment section, okay? By the way, Chump Change, pick up the book on Amazon, support the channel. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but it is what it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like Leroy used to say, rest in peace, to be continued.